What's up? What's up?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, I want to come on here really quick and do my makeup. I'm getting ready for work. I need to leave the house in 30 minutes. I just want to show y'all what I would do in a situation like this. So very quickly, I'm trying to do this quickly. So I want to try just using Secure the Blur. I've already like moisturized my face. I did my whole skincare routine. I'm loving the new moisturizer that I'm using. I'm gonna pop it up on screen. It's the Innisfree or Nesh. I think it's Innisfree green tea hyaluronic acid moisturizer. I think that's the name of it. But I love it. It's the perfect like thickness, but like wateriness level, especially as we're getting more into that humid and hot weather. Pretty much just putting this everywhere except for like the outer parts of my face. I might try using, I was going to use my new Fenty foundation. I think it's literally so pretty. This new luminous foundation from them, but I think I'm going to try the face bond today just because this stuff literally sticks to your face. I'm going to be going to work. I'm taking public transit. It's like a flood watch. It rains literally every weekend here in DC, so I think that would probably be a better option for me. So let's go in really quick and do a little color correcting, and then I'm going to underpaint. For color correcting today, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector. This is in the shade Mango or Papaya. I really want to get the shade Mango. I think it'll just be a little easier for me to cover up. This one isn't bad, but I just think it's a little too orange for me. So I'm definitely going to be picking up the shade Mango soon. Also guys, I got some new products from Danessa and Myrix. I've ordered them last Friday. Y'all, why was it supposed to be delivered yesterday? And let's talk about some, they forwarded it to a different zip code, or they're rerouting it to a different address. But I'm like, what are y'all talking about? The address that I put on there is my address. So why are y'all taking it to another zip code? I'm so confused. UPS or USPS doesn't open. They only have Monday through Friday business hours. Like they're, girl, if you don't open the fuck up and give me and tell me something about my packages.
Open the fuck up!
Underpaint real quick. I'm gonna be taking my curb case from Made by Mitchell. This is my go-to. I do have the Makeup Forever palette, and I think that's okay. It's not bad. It's good actually, but to me the formula for this one is just different, and I think I prefer this formula. I just take the shade and Laid. That is my preference for this step, and because this brush is small, it kind of takes me a minute, but it is what it is. I'm literally just putting that all around my hairline. And then I like to kind of go right above the brows and then kind of bring it in. So I like that kind of contour. And then I'm also going to go in with the more like warm shade next to it, Chocolate Charm, and go like right on top. Do a little nose contour like this today. And when I'm blending out my contour on my cheek, I actually like to start from the end part and then work my way up. Yeah, I just feel like it kind of gives me more of that look that I'm looking for. I feel like back in the day they told us the opposite, but to me this is like way better because you can just blend the product back further. And then for the part on my nose, I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to use this little e.l.f. brush and just kind of press. Like I said, this formula is super easy to blend. You can almost kind of like blend it away, which I like, but I don't have time to be adding and taking away products. All right, so now we're gonna put on our face bond. I'm using the shade 28, which is medium deep neutral. Put a little on the back of my hand, about like this much. You can see like literally this is my shade. I'm gonna put it on this fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to stipple it around. This product is super thin and lightweight, but I feel like it gives a nice amount of coverage, honestly. It's such an interesting product. It's like the skin tint for us full coverage girlies that don't want the skin to look greasy. Like, I don't know. This just, it's good. Urban Decay did their big one with this. I'm really just making sure out of everywhere I have it on the mouth area. And then I kind of just take like whatever's left and go around this area. Because this area right here is going to be the one that has like the most concealer and powder and stuff. So I really don't need that much like skin tone product. And then I'm just going right in the center of my head and then kind of like over some of those areas really lightly. Yeah, I think that's super cute. So now we're gonna go back into the curve case and get a little bit of blush. Today I'm feeling like I only just want to wear this little pink one. This is the shade Cherry Cola. I don't know how they got that name. This doesn't look anything like Cherry Cola to me, but go off, sister. Just a very nice pinky tone. I love this shade when I'm not trying to like do too much. I feel like this shade has like a decent variety of colors, but honestly they could have given me like a purple instead of this orange shade. I don't use it that much. I only use it to like blend stuff in. It's not my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. And let's do a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna take the shade Caramel. This is, what is this? Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. This is literally like my go-to. And let me, before I do this, I'm just gonna put this one right here. I always like to go starting from my inner part of my eye and then kind of going on the side of my nose. If your eye shape isn't like mine, I'm not saying you have to do this, but to me it literally makes all the difference. Like I can't not do that or else I'll look crazy. And looking back at times when I didn't do that, I looked crazy. So just popping that right here. And then I'm going to use the shade Mocha, which you guys might not even be able to tell much of a difference. But in my opinion, Mocha is just a little bit deeper and a little more like yellow. So in my opinion, it kind of helps like blend this out and fade it into more of what else I've going on. Let's see. I brought this one closer up on the side. I didn't do that for the other one. Okay, let me just put my little stripe. And oh yeah, nothing on the forehead. Yeah, that's a little more accurate. First, I'll take a brush like this. This is my Real Techniques. Maybe it's all rubbed off. I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, look, take a screenshot, okay? This is what it looks like. But it's a pretty popular brush from Real Techniques. I feel like you can, if you went in your local Ulta today, you can find this exact brush. But I love it for blending out my concealer. I think it does what it needs to do. It's gonna blend the product out, in my opinion. Like it's gonna fade things in a really like nice and natural way, which is what I'm trying to do in this particular area of my face. Like I want to kind of spread the product around, and so as I get here, I'm just like blending the edges. And I do have my little paper towel down here. You guys can't see it, but I'm literally wiping my brush off in between blends. Sometimes I'll stop between the eyes, or not between the eyes, but like while I'm still blending out one eye and clean my brush off. It's a feeling. You have to really know what you're feeling for and what you're looking for. If you're noticing that you're seeing your brush in your product, stop, wipe your brush off. It's gotten too dirty. And that also could be an indicator too that, you know, it's time to change your brush. Time to wash your brushes rather. So now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush. This one still has the number on it. This is a Real Techniques 242 brush. And this one is very interesting. At first I kind of like didn't like it, but I really like it for blending out this area right here. See, I had already kind of started going in with the other one, but I didn't need to do that. So I like this one because you can get like way more precise, and it's more about the precision. Like I'm not necessarily looking to get like a flawless, like seamless blend. I'll go back over it, you know, because I'm going to blend out this other area with the fluffier brush. But just as I'm getting right here, like I don't need this product to go everywhere. I need it to literally stay put. And then around my nose piercing, I don't be taking it off when I do my makeup most times. I can't be bothered. Okay, so before I start getting into this area, this is where I'm going to pause and get my powders prepped. Today I'm going to use One Size Sweet Honey and Sweet Honey alone. What I have been doing lately is mixing Sweet Honey with Ultra Peach, but I think for more like daytime, I think this is just a little like more my speed. So I'm going to take it, get it on the puff. Y'all can see like it's a lot and it's clumpy. So what I do is I get that much on there so that I can rub it into my hand. So I have that prepped. I'm going to literally just set it down. And then I will pick up my brush and I will blend one eye at a time with my mirror. Okay. And because I already did like this part right here, I'm really only having to touch under my eye. And at this point, I'll go back over with my blush brush. It's moving quickly at this point. It's my foundation brush. I like to kind of take the edge of that brush and fan out the concealer into the contour, okay? And then I'm going to take my brush, wipe it off, and look down and blend again. And so once I have that there, I feel like I'm ready to powder. So let me take my powder, and I'm just lightly stamping in that area. I don't stop there. I go back in again, do the same thing. I want to get that whole area covered. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing over here. So like that one, I feel like I got enough powder the first time, so I'm not going to do that right now. So I just got my nose kind of blended in, and I'm just taking, like, if there's anything left on my powder puff, very lightly going over it. I don't like to put too much powder from the puff on my nose. I just think it does more harm than good. As far as the final look, I think it doesn't translate that well, in my opinion. So now I'm just taking a little bit of that powder and really making sure I've set around the nose. If you are African American, you need to really do this step. Our noses tend to be a little wider, have a little more space around them, so you definitely want to set the makeup in there. So you pull your face down like that and go. Okay, so at this point I feel like I'm getting into my flow, I'm getting into my groove, and I can actually start moving a little more quickly. But I'm just taking a brush like this. This is a Real Techniques 300 brush, and it's just kind of like a flat, like, kitty paw brush, and I'm going over those more like flat areas like my chin and my forehead with a little bit of the One Size powder. I like to do this instead of using on a powder puff because it allows you to put less on and control how much you're actually building it up. So I prefer this for these areas because I don't want it to look, you know, as flawless as there. I want it to look a little less flawless, if that makes sense. I want it to look a little more skin-like. So, but I don't want it to move, and I want to set it in a complementary color. So now that I've done that, I can go in and set the rest of my face. And for that, I'm going to take the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade 58. I'm almost positive that they discontinued this shade. And I think they changed a lot of the shades around because I got a new shade 60, which is the shade that I normally wear. And I'm like, who is this supposed to be for? Like, it looks so much lighter. It looks almost lighter than this, but I think once you start using the product and stuff, it'll be fine. One thing that I really stand by is I do not really contour my nose with powder that much anymore. I will just kind of use the cream, you know, do my nose on the side, and then I'll take my foundation powder and lightly go over it. To me, it's still picking up on those like darker shades. It's just gonna be more of my skin tone. I don't really want to like emphasize it anymore. It's already there. That's looking good. So now we can go on to our blush. This is like the step that I like to do next. And just because I have it in front of me, I'm going to take this shade. I'm taking this shade from MAC. It's super pretty. I wish I could see. I think it's Burnt Pepper. Yes, this is this is Burnt Pepper from MAC. I love the shade. Such a classic, such an OG shade. And I love this little Morphe M403 brush. It's like a flat kind of, you know, skinny on the side, but then it has like this flat kind of fan. To me, this is like the best type of blush brush for me, especially when you're going for more of like, you've already put your blush, you're already put your cream blush down, excuse me, and you just really want to kind of emphasize it with the powder. I'm not having a swirl, I'm just like patting right over it, and in my opinion, it's just better. Argue with your mom. And I kind of like to take my blush like into here. Not like anything too crazy, but I just feel like it helps it look a little more natural. Let's set my bronzer on the outside of the face. And again, this is more just for like a finish thing. As you can see, like it's shiny. I don't want that. I want it to be more matte. So that's why I'm going in with this powder. This is the One Size Shade and Lay, or Made for Shade, excuse me, Dark Trio. and I really love this. I feel like it takes me from winter to summer. I literally use all of these shades, and the formula is pretty good too. Like, it's very pigmented, so you want to be careful. Sometimes I will just like gently go over the bottom because I didn't set that, and I like that like really bronzy nose tip. I'm gonna just spoolie them up really quick, and this is more so just to get like any product that might have gotten in them out before I go in with the Anastasia, darling, brow freeze gel. I've been absolutely obsessed with this stuff since I got it a few months ago. I don't even have that many brows, but I just feel like this literally keeps everything in shape, or in place rather, and I don't have to do too much. I have not found that with any of the other like brow freeze type of products, like the one that came in the pan. It was too much. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm just gonna go really quickly and do a quick eyeshadow look. I don't even want to show y'all this palette, but I did something bad and I got a palette, and if you guys can kind of see what it is from this, then you know. But if not, just know I don't encourage you to do what I did, but I really like this palette. But just basic technique. I kind of just like to blend out like whatever is on my eye already. Normally if I was doing like a for real eyeshadow look, I would put down like a base and everything and set it, but I'm not doing that today. So here we are, taking like a cooler toned brown shade and kind of going right over where I placed that contour or that bronzer, you know. Put this shade on. Honestly though, like, I forget the name of this look, but this is just like such an easy, it looks like you did more. A halo eye. I love a good halo eye. It's looking fine. It has to be good for now. So let's do my brows. I'm gonna take this Urban Decay brow blade. Oh my gosh, guys, we only have like 3 minutes. For today's setting spray, I'm gonna use the Revolution Superfix. So I'm gonna put on like the smallest amount of mascara. So if I don't curl my lashes, like I feel like I can't really get the look that I want anyway. This is the Monsieur Big lash from Lancome. Okay, I'm gonna use, what is this, Versatile Chestnut, just for now. I think I have Limitless Brown in my purse, and that's probably what I'll switch to. I love these Makeup Forever lip pencils. They're just artist pencils. You can use them anywhere. I want every shade. When people got those PR boxes and Makeup Forever literally gave them the whole shade line, I was like, this should be me. I'm just gonna put on a little Summer Fridays lip balm. All right, and we are done. This is the finished look, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that I was in a rush and I just wanted to get something out. I literally tried to record myself the other day and the memory card was being stupid. Like, I literally had too much footage on there, so it's whatever. But yeah, y'all, we're here. I'm getting ready to leave, so I'm not late for work. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.